Hey YouTube, how we doing? Curtis Obst over at Premium Outfitters USA, and I have something very unique for you today. It is the Mantis trainer, okay? So how this thing works is basically, you open it up. This is the Mantis X 10. There is an X3 and some other models. So what you have in this one here, what's included in this box, is you get a rail mount. It looks like this. And what this is for is actually for your shotgun application. So this will go on your magazine tube, and then you'll be able to see what you're doing wrong with your shotgun. This specific trainer will do pistol, rifle, shotgun, and bow and arrow. You also get a charging cable, and it's just your regular USB-B. They got a sticker in here. You got your hardware to mount the rail system to the shotgun. And there's some different little spacers and things like that in here as well. So the reason that this product's very interesting to me, and something that I went out of my way to actually meet with the CEO to get a full rundown of how this product works. Basically, it's very lightweight. This is actually the only thing that you will be using unless you're running it on a shotgun. And what it has a lever up front here. It's kind of hard to show it. But you pull that lever down, and that actuates the armature that's in here that will help hold it onto the rail system. So this thing is very, very useful. It costs you a lot of money to get an instructor and get out to the range and have them instruct and work with you, and they're only going to be able to work with you for a few hours, give or take what your budget is. This little guy can give you essentially the same feedback an instructor can, other than, you know, more of your finesse details. Move this finger here, try this, hold, try this, do that. But this thing will answer your questions exactly the same as we would. So you're anticipating the shot, you're healing, slapping the trigger, things like that. So the other very important piece of this gear, and what I recommend to you, is we always worry about someone breaking in our home and using these tools for home defense, right? Well, the thing about it is, if someone breaks into your home, more than likely you're going to be asleep, or you're going to have just gotten home from work, whatever the case is. You're going to be tired. So I highly recommend that whenever you first wake up in the morning, use this trainer. Obviously, you're not going to be shooting live rounds in your house as soon as you wake up. That's probably going to get you in some trouble. However, with this little guy, you can actually practice as soon as you wake up, before you go to bed, after a very long and exhausting workout. And these are all things that I highly recommend. If you had a really stressful day, get on the trainer and use it. Use all of these things to your advantage in your training. So I've got the Koenig with me today, and I decided I would use this handgun for this demonstration. As always, we're going to make sure the firearm is safe to handle. So the magazine is empty. We're going to lock the slide to the rear, do a visual and physical inspection to make sure that the firearm is safe to handle, and it is. Now, me personally, I highly recommend that you put a snap cap inside of either your handgun or your rifle or your shotgun, whatever it is that you're using to help protect that firing pin. However, I personally do not use them very often. So with this being a striker fire handgun, I personally don't use them on here, though I still do recommend that you do for the safety of your firearm. If something breaks on this handgun, I'll replace it. So if it stops working, I will fix it. That's kind of how I do things personally. But for your everyday shooter, yes, I do recommend that you use snap caps in all of your firearms for dry fire training. Now, to connect this system to where it's actually going to be able to give you feedback and results, right? Well, they have it on the Apple Store and they have it on the Play Store. So it doesn't matter what phone or what device you use. You'll have to go into that Play Store and download the application. Once you have the application downloaded, it will look something like this. Bear with me. So once you get it all loaded up, oh man, that light is not doing us justice. This is what the application looks like. So to connect the application to the actual device, there is a button on the bottom right here. So I will depress this button and I will set the handgun or rifle, whatever it is, on something flat and make sure it is not moving. I will hit connect. This is going to, and now it's saying application wants to turn Bluetooth on, allow. It communicates via Bluetooth, so yes, you do need to have that turned on or else it is not going to work for you. We're going to hit connect. I just downloaded the app onto here. All right, Bluetooth is there. Okay, so this is what's going to load at first. Now what we have here is you have your 7-day challenge. It says practice makes perfect. Do at least 30 shots a day for 4 days in a row. So it already has things built into it to try to get you moving, to get you more time behind the trigger and get you more proficient. You have a holster draw analysis on the X10 Elite, so you can actually practice drawing from the holster and presenting. You have a recoil meter. There is open training. There's a shot timer so you can check your splits. You've got Mantis X benchmark, timed benchmark, compress surprise break, primary hand only, support hand only, reload drills, cadence drills, hostage taker drills. I mean, this thing goes through the gamut, guys. We're just going to go ahead for this tutorial here. I'm going to turn on the open trainer. And open training is now open. So I will take my handgun that is safe and clear, and basically I will pick a random target, and it could be anything. What I use, I use the little Chef Boyardee guy on a can of Chef Boyardee soup. It's all the way in the corner of my room, and I aim for the head, and that gives me a nice, very small target from where I'm standing to concentrate on. So just to give it a run here, I'm just gonna shoot something random. Okay. It says I was tightening my fingers. Tightening fingers means that the grip is too tight. This is a point at which gripping the firearm harder. So that was what it had for me on that one. Oh, reset the striker. All right, 87.6. I was slapping the trigger. So as you can see, it's going to give you all different feedback, and I'm kind of messing up on purpose here to check it. Pushing forward, breaking wrist down. That's exactly what I did. I went like this before I shot, just to see if it would properly register, and it did. It gave me a 36, which means I probably would have missed that target. You can practice single hand fire with it. Guess it would help if I reset the striker. Pushing, no follow through. So it'll give you all these different things. And of course, I'm not actually trying. If I actually try to place a shot, 95.8. So that's basically what this device is going to do. And your scores, I believe, over 95, it's not going to give you any real feedback. Basically, just keep working on it until you get up to that 100 percentile. And then we go through the history, and it'll give us the history, the groups, the settings, and we can change it as well. So now that's very important, guys. So for you tactical guys or you military law enforcement folks that want to do movement training with this system, it can be done, but you need to get the X10. The X10 is the one that has the full gambit of things that you can do with it, to include, so I'm actually in the settings screen here, and these are all the different settings here. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, so I'll read through them for you. Left-handed, right-handed, shot detection mode. Is it live fire? Is it dry fire? Is it CO2? So you can even put this on your BB pistols, things like that. Mount direction is also important. If you have it mounted forward or backward, it really doesn't matter as long as you tell it in the app. Mount location, bottom, top, left, and right. Okay, so this is this is the part I was trying to tell you guys about for our military law enforcement folks. Under the vehicle training, where you're trying to lay on your side and place rounds on a target from under a vehicle as cover. This is the only model that will allow you to run that feature, where you can actually have it 90 degrees out and it's giving you the proper feedback on what you're doing. The X3 is perfect for you folks that do just pistol and rifle, okay? it's not so, the X3 is not designed for the movement engagement, and it is also not designed for being in odd positions. So the gun has to be upright, basically. If you're trying to practice like Black Rambo style sideways shooting, or if you're trying to do trick shots where you've got it upside down with your pinky, you're going to need the X10 to analyze what you're doing wrong, so that it has that feature of knowing which side of the firearm it is on. Now, overall, this thing is going to save you time, not only with an instructor, it's going to save you time on ammunition, and it's going to give you more time behind the trigger, which is, these are all important factors. So basically, this system it's got my A+ approval. I highly recommend you guys get one if you don't have one. Not to mention, since this coronavirus stuff is going on right now, there is actually a challenge. Mantis has put out a challenge. So you have to score above 95, I believe, 10 shots in a row, or have an average above 95 for 10 shots. And that gives you an entry into some sort of giveaway that they're doing. These are all great. It's just great, I mean, they're giving stuff away for you guys to practice, and then the time that you're spending practicing is only going to benefit you if that need ever arises where you need to defend yourself, your property, or someone else. Just a great training system, guys. I hope you enjoy it. We do have them available at premiumoutfittersusa.com. We only carry the X3s and the X10s for now. I don't really see a purpose for carrying the other models. I can order them in for you if there is a specific model you want that we don't have. We do have a few of them in stock right now. And Mantis also has a trade-up program. So if you get the X3 and then you find that you want more capabilities later on down the road, you can buy the X10 and give them the X3 back, and they will credit you the difference there. And I may even be able to help with doing that program in-house as well. It is an option. I just don't fully understand how we do it yet. So that's what I got for you today, guys. If you're bored, you're sitting at home, you want to practice, your local range is closed, something like that, get a hold of us. We'll get you set up with one of these Mantis systems, and you'll have an opportunity to still train from the confines of within your home. That's what I got for you today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like the content, like the different things that we're creating, the different things that we're doing, feel free to subscribe and share this video with your friends, guys. We are trying to get our name out and try to build the community up and continue giving you guys great information. Feel free to leave a message below if there's something specific you'd like us to talk about, and we'll get it out there. Thanks very much, guys. I appreciate it. God bless, and have a great day.